welcome back to another video. In today's video, guys, we're going to be talking about the kitchen renovation, which you probably already figured out from the title of the video. And if you're new here, hey, my name is Shika, and we're in the middle of a huge kitchen renovation kind of makeover series. So it's going to be done in 6 episodes or 6 videos. So this is going to be video 1, where we're going to be pretty much talking about design and just kind of like the layout and all of that good jazz. So I'll pop up a picture like maybe here of like the current layout of my kitchen, so you guys can kind of get an idea of what we're working with. We have like a 12 by 12 foot space, which is like 144 inches this way and this way. So pretty much the layout is gonna pretty much stay the same. We are gonna be enclosing in the fridge and then putting a cabinet over there to kind of make it look more custom. And also I'm gonna be removing the vent hood, meaning the microwave, over the stove, and then going to be putting like a vent hood there. And I'll pop up a picture like the vent hood that I'm thinking about, maybe here, so you guys can see. I want to do like a matte black vent hood. So I'm gonna be taking the microwave off the stove, off above the stove, and then putting that in the, relocating that into the pantry. And then I just don't like the way that looks, and then it's just not conventional when you want to do like bigger pots. And then or if the microwave, if it gets too hot on the stove, the microwave starts going. I just don't like the design of it in general. So we're taking it off the stove and putting it in the pantry. And then we're also going to be putting a vent hood there. I'm going to be changing out the stove to like the backlit stove to give like a more custom built-in look, which is going to be super exciting to see that kind of come full circle. And then also that little niche above my window, that's coming down, so it'll make it more bright and give it some more sunlight, natural light inside the kitchen. I'm taking that little niche like built-in situation off, and then taking that fluorescent light out, and then I'm going to be hanging 2 sconces above the kitchen window. And then like I said, all new cabinets. So the style I'm going for, you guys, and I'll pop up a picture of like my mood board here, you guys can kind of see, or maybe here, my mood board. And so if you can see based on the mood board, I'll pop it up on my phone so I can just see it as well while I'm kind of discussing it with you guys. I'm going again for like that transitional modern feel for the layout. So of course I'm going to be doing in terms of, so let's talk about like the finishes that I want to do. So number 1 for backsplash, we'll just do like one, or option 1 for the backsplash. I'm going with 2. I'm leaning towards 2 options. So the first thing I kind of want to discuss, like I said, is backsplash. So I'm thinking about doing, well, I know for sure I'm going to be doing like a subway tile, but I'm on the fence whether or not I want to do like the stagger brick layout, or if I want to do like a herringbone. So I'll pop up like 2 pictures. You can kind of see like the stacked brick that I'm talking about, and then also like the herringbone here, so you guys can kind of get a feel of what I'm talking about. I'm leaning more towards the herringbone just because I love the way it looks, like elevating and it's so custom. So I'm thinking about doing the herringbone pattern, which is this picture here, and I'm going to be doing it myself, so it's going to be really tedious because I've never done tile before, like real tile before. I've done like the peel and stick, but not the real tile. So I'm super excited to kind of tackle that and see how that goes. So we're going to be doing I know for sure a classic white subway tile. Originally I wanted to do like a beveled subway tile, but then when I thought about trying to do it maybe a herringbone, I don't think it's going to really look right. It's going to be harder to do those cuts with the tile being beveled. When it being my first time doing, I don't really want to mess up, and I don't want it to not look right. So I'm going to be using a classic white subway tile, probably like a 4 by 12 or 3 by 9 size, and a classic white subway tile. And I'm going to do it in a herringbone pattern. So it's going to be like a really custom look. For the countertops, which is the next thing that we're going to be changing out, is going to be quartz countertops. I'm on the fence on whether or not I want to do it on the island and on the rest of the like little L shape, because we have like an L shaped kitchen situation. So I'm on the fence of whether or not I want to do it on both. I'm thinking I am, just because I want to give it a more elevated look. It's going to be like a Calcutta quartz countertop, and like white with like minimum gray veining for the countertops. And I know for sure there's no gray area or no like thought. I know I want to do quartz countertop. I've been obsessing over them since I bought the house. probably even before then. So I know that for sure that's the style I want to go for. For one, it's more durable in terms of like my family's lifestyle. The only negative is that you can't put anything extremely hot on it because it's not a natural style. But I'm fine with that. I don't plan on putting anything hot on it anyway. So I'm super excited about that. So it's gonna be a white quartz Calcutta countertop with like the gray veining in it. And then of course I'm on the fence of whether or not I want to do like the huge stainless steel sink basin, or if I want to do like a farmhouse sink with the apron on it. I'm not really sure. I'm still on the fence about whether or not what I want to do regarding the sink. So that one is kind of that portion of the mood board is probably going to change quite a bit, just because you know, I'm not really sure which style I'm leaning towards with that. But if I do decide to do a farmhouse sink, I am definitely going to be doing a white one with the apron in the front of it, just because I love the way that looks. And of course, for the cabinets, which is going to be the most major investment, we're going to be doing a white shaker style cabinet, and I'll pop up a picture like here, maybe what it looks like. So it's gonna be white, but I'm on the fence, you guys, because I've been loving, like I've been looking on Pinterest and I've been going crazy. I've been loving the way this two-tone cabinet situation looks. I've been pondering the idea of doing, I'll pop up a picture here, you guys can see what it looks like, what I'm talking about. I've been thinking about possibly doing like the gray on the bottom of the cabinets, and then the island the same color, and then just doing the top ones white. Let me know in the comments below, do you guys like two-tone kitchens? Do you think they're outdated? Do you think that trend has gone? I really, you know, I'm not one of those people who follow trends. I kind of do what I like and what makes me happy and what aesthetically is pleasing to me. But, you know, I still kind of want to be somewhere on trend. Let me know in the comments below. Do you guys like two-tone kitchens? Because I've been obsessing, like literally, you guys. I've created like a whole mood board on my laptop of like two-tone cabinets on Pinterest. So I've been kind of obsessing about doing a two-tone cabinet. I'm still on the fence. My husband likes the idea as well. We're thinking about doing gray at the bottom and then doing like that white on the top, just to give, because you know, of course the bottom cabinets are always the hardest ones to clean, so we'll think the gray at the bottom will make it easier to clean. So we're on the fence about that, whether or not, I know for sure the top I want to do white, and then like a satin finish so I can kind of wipe them clean. So we're definitely going to be doing that. But I've been pondering around this idea of like this kind of like aged wood look as well on the bottom. Those will look really cute. So I'm kind of on the fence of what I want to do about in terms of the color on the cabinets, on the actual cabinets themselves. But I know for sure they're going to be a shaker style cabinet is what we're going to be doing, because I just love the way that looks in terms of the cabinet. And then also for paint, of course we're not painting because we already painted the whole interior of this room, which is like the living room, kitchen, dining room situation. It's like open concept. That color is repulsed gray, so that's gonna pretty much be staying the same. We're not changing the color of the walls out. I am going to be changing out all the hardware, and I'll pop up a picture of the hardware that I'm thinking about. And I picked up this hardware from Amazon. I want to say I paid about $20 or $30 for it, and I actually used the same hardware on the cabinets and I put in the laundry room, and then also I'm going to be putting it on the cabinets in both bathrooms. So I have a lot of that particular hardware. It's like a matte black hardware. I'll pop up like a little picture, you guys can see it. So we already have the hardware. We're going to be using, but I am going to be changing out like some of the knobs on the drawers to like that little cuff. Now I'll pop up a little picture I'm talking about. I'm going to be purchasing some of those in like a matte black to kind of coordinate with the black poles. So I'm going to be getting a couple of those as well. And then I told you guys we're going to be enclosing the fridge out. Right now the fridge just kind of stands by itself against the cabinets and the walls. So we're going to be enclosing that in and give it a more custom look as well. And I've already changed out the light fixtures in this kitchen. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing anything else with that. No, we don't know. We have to see how it goes, because you know, once you start making a few changes, you know, you say, oh, maybe I could change these out, you know, to bring the look together. So I'm on the fence of whether or not I'm going to be changing out the hardware or not. But the light fixtures, but I'll keep you guys posted if I decide to do so. And then also one more thing we're going to be doing, we're going to be doing the kitchen island. So right now I'll pop up a picture what the kitchen island looks like now, and it's like a robin's egg blue situation. And originally I love the color. Now again, it's too farmhousey for me. I don't like it at all. It's the same color. We have both bathrooms as well, so those are going to be getting changed out. That color's going to get changed out in those rooms as well. But for now, we're just focusing on the kitchen. I'm going to be doing like a refresh situation with the kitchen, the island. So I'm going to be kind of extending it out just a tad and then taking off those little spindles, because again we're going to do like a quartz countertop on the island as well. So I'm going to be changing that out, and then just kind of, and I'll pop up a picture of like what it looks like now, like here, and then what I'm thinking about doing to try to DIY it too. So I'm going to be doing that myself as well, just to kind of cut and save costs. We're not changing the flooring. I'll pop a picture of what the floor looks like now, so you guys can kind of see what it looks like. We're not changing. So pretty much every finish that we have is gonna have to kind of coordinate with the floors, because we're not changing the floor. My husband's already told me no, it's too much flooring to replace. We're just not changing it out. So you know, of course, if it was up to me, I would do like a really pretty like light brown, like driftwood kind of situation. My husband was like, nope, we're not doing it over. This is not our forever home. You know, we're only gonna be here maybe another 2 years. You know, if, you know, God says the same, you know, and everything works out how it should. So we're not changing the flooring now. So everything's gonna have to kind of coordinate around the floor pretty much in terms of like the finishes that we decide to pick. So again, we're gonna do this in 6 parts. So this is just part 1. We're kind of talking about designs. So I'll pop up like a picture of like my layout, because I had like an L-shaped kitchen situation, and then I have like the island in the middle. It's not a very huge kitchen, but because it's open concept, it's, you know, it makes it seem bigger than what it is. So I'll pop up like a picture like my layout and then like my mood board, so you guys can kind of get the vibe that, you know, I'm kind of throwing out. So let me know in the comments below what you guys want to see in episode 2, because in episode 2 we're gonna be actually picking out the actual like the backsplash. I want to go ahead and purchase that, and then hopefully I can go ahead and get the vent hood purchase as well on video 2, on part 2 of it, so you guys can kind of see, like, start to see the finishes like in person. And then we're going to also start the island makeover in part 2. So I'm super excited about that. I'm thinking about that's going to start next week, because I have a project that I'm doing this weekend, so I can't get done this weekend. So it'll probably be next weekend. You'll probably see it on a video next week. But I'm super excited about that, and you guys, and that's pretty much the design. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I've been waiting 3 years to do this makeover, you guys, so you guys can only imagine like the excitement. I may not seem like, oh, she's not excited, you guys. I am like bubbling inside. I'm super excited. I hate that the cabinets are going to take so long. At least from the first quote that we got, 5 to 6 weeks. So I'm going to go on to 2 more places this week to kind of get like a better quote, and you know what I mean, I'm going to make my final decision to go ahead and get them ordered, which is super exciting to go ahead and order, so I know they're on the way. And again, I'm going to be installing the cabinets myself. I'm probably going to have my brother come over to help me, because he does, like, he flips rental property. That's what he does. This is business. I'm going to have him come in and help me, just to kind of monitor, see, you know, make sure I'm doing everything right, and just kind of see, you know, see to help me out, and especially with like getting everything level and all that good jazz. And then of course we're going to hire someone to do the countertops, and then I'm going to do the backsplash myself, which is super exciting. So you guys, that's pretty much the layout. Let me know in the comments what you guys think so far. Again, I'm gonna pop up like a mood board, my mood board, and then also like a picture, like the kind of like the ideal I'm going towards. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch you guys on part 2 when we're gonna be tackling this island, and then also going shopping for the finishes. So I'll catch you guys on part 2. Thank you guys so much for watching, clicking on the video, and make sure you guys are liking and subscribing to the channel. I would love to have you as a part of the At Home with Chic family, guys, and I'll catch you guys on part 2. Thank you so much. Bye.